On the air, episode 144.
Oh my goodness, look at this! It's a full house, man. Tommy, you got a full house. Wow. My goodness. Live from the Loft 100 Studios in sunny San Diego, California. On the air is on the air. Look at that, the Sully band. Actually, God dang it.
Sullivan.
It's not the Sully band, is it?
No, it's Sullivan.
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 Yeah. Do you know why we took out the syllables to the logo, the new logo for Sullivan?
Yes, because Sullivan music, all spelled out, is not available on all the social media platforms.
Apparently form
That-
follows function.
Yeah.
Big hand for James East, who runs our band over there, please. Hey, Tomoka Jarvis, who tours with Andy Grammer, happy 10th anniversary of your 20th year.
Yeah.
And if Steve Dillard, our trumpet player, gets hit by a truck, who played for the Righteous Brothers and Huey Lewis and Jimmy Buffett, her husband's a fantastic trumpet player. So,
Yep.
In fact, Steve, we need to talk after the show. 7 in my office.
And next to Tomoka is April Leslie, who I discovered.
You discovered.
That's my
You
claim to
listen.
fame.
You know what?
I really did.
April, here's my question. When you were with the Saxations, right? Was that with Tomoka? Okay, and a couple other horn players, right? We were looking for 2 backup singers for the band. About what is it? 2? Is it 3 years now? Something like that.
4.
And Tommy says, "Wait a second. Want to add 2 horn players who were just on Good Morning San Diego this morning?" And it was these 2 right here. Give them a hand. That's fantastic. Come on. Okay. I'm looking. We have a huge show today.
Yes.
We've got some iconic people from San Diego.
Everyone's kind of like
Yeah, everybody is, exactly. It's sort of a music show today because we've got musical guest Daring Greatly.
Yes.
Because Fiesta del Sol is it today? Is it tonight?
a week.
It's in a week?
Coming up.
Yep.
So, and we'll be playing Fiesta del Sol also. However, we've got Ron Blumberg, Blumberg. It's spelled, okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It looks like Blumberg.
Well, he's saying it
but
wrong.
It's Bloomberg.
Mary, you're up here to give a little bit of a reveal, aren't you?
Well, we've revealed that Sullivan is the new name of the band. There is a marketing ploy that's a little bit mysterious, and it's going to be rolled out through time, May through the next few months. We're dropping our first single, the band. I call it.
Mary's like,
I'm honorary member of the band. Yes, I will play the tambourine, I think, in the new season. So we are rolling out our new singles once a month, starting this month, and it's going to be kind of a secretive reveal. You guys are all on the inner circle, though, because you know the deal of Sully Band turns Sullivan, and you know who the band members are. But outside of San Diego, no one's going to know.
so we've got Fiesta del Sol on
Yeah,
what's the
next
date?
weekend, Saturday the 18th, we're playing.
Do we have a Loft 100 tent?
We do have a Loft 100 tent,
Okay.
so we will be there. We'll have prizes to give away. We're going to be signing up for audience members for the show.
That's what today's all about, Fiesta del Sol. And,
Ish, okay.
And I can't wait to be there.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Let's start.
but
Here we
let's
go.
bring out our first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a San Diego icon. Give it up for Mr. Dave Scott.
Dave Scott. Mr. San Diego.
Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Is there a more beloved media personality in this city besides Dave Scott? I mean,
Little Tommy.
No.
Little Tommy.
No, it's Dave.
Sully.
You know, if there was a Mount Rushmore of KUSI, you would be on it. You, Rod Luck, John Coleman. And you know what else is cool? Dave Scott lives across the street from me.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's my neighbor.
Swear to God?
Right around the corner.
Really? You know, I can tell you this. Dave Scott, who I've known for 25 years, is the same guy you see on TV, or you saw on TV. I vote that we do a Dave Scott channel because who doesn't miss Dave's World of Wonder?
Yes.
I mean, and I've had the opportunity to talk to you about that and what it takes to put into that. I mean, that's hours and hours of research and editing. I mean, when you did one of those once every 2 weeks or so, how many hours do you put into that, including finding the topic?
There's a lot of hours, you know, 30, 40 hours. I mean, you'd spend literally sometimes an entire week just trying to produce one piece because the pieces kind of got longer. You know, we had over the years, when KUSI first started, we only had one show. We had a 10 o'clock news in the evening, and then all of a sudden, over the years, it started to grow. We added a morning show, a noon show.
Weekends.
A weekend show, a 4, a 5, and a 6, and it just kept going on and on. And so you had to fill the time.
Do you have any episodes that we have not seen?
I do.
Wow.
I have, I think, two. One that I can think of right now is I did a story, no one's ever seen this, but I did a story on, the Cox Communications, the cable place. They have a secret room that no one's ever been, and they said, Dave, we want you to can you do a World of Wonder on it? Well, I shot the whole story, and I went into this room. It's an amazing place.
It's like a man cave thing? Like
It's almost as amazing as this place you're in. So.
But what's in there?
Yeah.
I can't, you
can't say? You'd have to kill us?
Yeah, I just, actually, if you went in this place, if you were to touch something, there's a lot of, let me just put it this way, when you go in, there's a lot of signs that say, do not touch. So.
I don't wear one of those signs at all, ever. I have to say, we miss him.
Yeah.
But you're still so ever present here in San Diego.
I'm so grateful. I'm just grateful that I had the career. It was a dream come true. You know, I'd started at the National Weather Service. I interned there for a couple of years, and by bringing them a box of donuts, that's what I did to the back door, and they let me in, and I ended up interning there. And from there, I went to City College. They had a news scene program, and I ended up interning at Channel 10, Channel 8, Channel 7, and doing everything, like you do for free, just working because you love it.
You want to get in the door.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Dave Scott.
All right. This next guy, I think you know him as well. He is also a San Diego icon. He's a San Diego treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Harper.
Look at that! The guy that runs Del Mar Thoroughbred Club. Jeez. Joe Harper, also known as Cecil B. DeMille's grandson.
Yeah, well, who was he now?
Dude, the inventor of
Old
Hollywood.
old Hollywood, yeah.
I just want to, let's start off by saying this. Name 3 names of people that were in your grandfather's kitchen when you were there as a child.
Well, Heston was hanging around there a lot.
Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Charlie.
babe.
And Anthony Quinn was around because he was my uncle. He was married to my aunt. That would make him my uncle, right? Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
From what I understand, I keep on watching Ben-Hur or one of those movies you hear during the holidays, and I keep looking for you on the screen there, but it seems it was cut out.
It could have been a star. I came so close. Yeah, there was The Greatest Show on Earth, who won the Oscar for the Best Picture in 1952. And even Steven Spielberg said it was his inspiration to be a director. And the main thing in it was the train wreck.
There you go, right there. There it is.
Yeah, okay.
Is that you, Harper, on the right?
That's adorable, yeah. That's
It's the last time you had to beg for money, I can tell you that.
yeah. Those were empty cups, by the way, yeah.
Looks like Opie.
The interesting thing, the guy behind me, the ill guy, that was one of the famous clowns that ever lived. His name was Emmett Kelly. Yeah, and that's one of the first times and first picture you'll ever see with him without his makeup on. And he was a great guy. He was always clowning around. I know.
Now, it looks like your grandfather was yelling at you at that point. It looks like you're looking off stage.
Well, actually, the direct grandfather told me to look concerned because it was when Charlton Heston is trapped under the wreckage and they're trying to get him out and he might die and bleed to death, all that. So he said, now, Jody, I want you to look concerned. I had no friggin' idea what concern was. So what you're looking at is confused. It worked. It's the same look. You can't go wrong.
And he took the leap from Hollywood to being the CEO and chairman of the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club. Maybe you've been to the races? Have you heard of this thing?
Are you kidding me?
Have you seen the economic driver that the races are?
This guy, he comes out one day and says, I want to do that. What was that program you had called where you took somebody and did a whole story on him?
World of Wonder.
World of Wonder, okay. And I said, you are really hard up for stories. but I like to help the guy.
I'll tell you, the economic impact of the races is almost equivalent to about a half a Super Bowl every year.
Yeah.
In terms of direct spending and everything else, I mean, it's one of the greatest economic drivers in the
Breeders'
city.
Cup.
Well, and then of course this year you have a Breeders' Cup again for the second time, but you also
This is actually, this is our third time, and we're next year they're coming back. They love Del Mar.
And Breeders' Cup attracts money from the entire world.
All over the world.
Right?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And
Why are they choosing Del Mar?
well, nice of you to ask.
Have you been there?
Yes.
You know,
Why?
basically, when I went in a number of years ago to push for us with the site selection committee, and I'm looking at about 5 guys who has never been to Del Mar, who had never been to San Diego, and so they always wanted, Kentucky and New York. That was the end of their world. And so I said, you guys, let me tell you a little bit about San Diego. Let me tell you about the environment and everything. And by the time I finished, saying, no, that's not hotels. They're really nice resorts, and they're 5 stars and everything else. That got them interested, and they came out. And
that was it.
A lot of the people had never been there before. A lot of the people from Europe and all over. So it really worked because it's Del Mar, it's San Diego, it's the environment.
And by the way, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the number 1 and number 2 safest racetrack in the country.
Yeah, we're number 1. Yeah.
Number 1, safest racetrack.
Yeah.
Can I just say this? It was so safe. It was so safe that Joe allowed me to race on the track myself.
And here he is.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Against the most famous female jockey. I think it was Julie Crone.
Julie Crone, yeah.
Were you on a horse?
No.
I was not.
He didn't fall for that one.
We did a foot race.
That's a long way around there.
Joe's out there in the middle, and he goes, on your mark, get set, go. And Julie stuck her hand out like this and blocked me from running, and she just...
So, do you guys go to the races? Anybody go to the races here? Isn't it great? I love the athleticism. I love the the muscular display. I love the gleaming display of just beauty, and also the horses.
Yeah. I've noticed where you hang out.
Joe, I'm usually next to you. So, hey, we got one more guest. Let's get him out here.
Before the break, let's bring out our next guest. He is basically our unofficial co-host. He's a San Diego icon. Ladies and gentlemen, Ernie Hahn.
Hey.
Yeah, baby.
Did you really walk in with a robe?
Awesome.
That's fantastic. By the way,
Let me take off my robe.
We give you the ugliest robe that exists. By the way,
Take off my
so
robe.
the rule is, I think Harper's really close.
They all are.
Right? If you come on the show 10 times, somehow Tommy thought, let's get them a robe. How appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
There's no money in
Well,
it.
it wasn't my idea.
I think it was.
I got a robe.
It was not my idea.
No money exchange, just the road.
Ernie Hahn.
But look at this. You can't get any more San Diego than this. This is so.
How is so you ran San Diego Sports Arena for how long? 25 years?
I ran as GM for 26 years, and I was there for 30 years.
And what's interesting is you know how to organize events as a result of that.
I hope so.
And I'm going to tell you this. So you put on the Del Mar Wine and Food Festival, which I'm going to call Del Mar Drink at Home for a Minute Wine and Food Festival. It was, and I grew up here, just like you. It was the best event I've ever been to in San Diego, in Del Mar. It was fantastic.
That's
And it was basically,
high praise from
you know, free lamb chops, free wine, free booze for the price of one thing. So that was last year was your inaugural year, right?
Yeah, we did, and it'll be coming back this October 5th and 6th for the grand tastings out at the Surf Sports Park, which is formerly known as the Polo Fields. So we've got endless grass to kind of grow on this thing, and we had about 8,000 people the first year, and have great activations with our 3 ambassadors, which is Alex Morgan, Rob Machado, and Drew Brees. We do a pickleball event. We'll do something special with Alex this year.
You got to bring all 3 of them in.
Yeah.
We should. We'll do it.
Ernie, I find it interesting that you do these activations, as you call them, on all the sports. You know, Ernie's a really good athlete. So you play pickleball or bocce ball or golf with Ernie, you're going to lose your money, okay? So you pick 3 activations that you could win all 3 of them?
Try to. try to get that going.
It's true, man.
So we'll have, that whole week will be set up, and it's amazing activations, all the best food and wine, and then you're wearing the hat we did.
Oh, so the reason we're in the hack is because I am
last year, which is.
But this is Boys to Men mentoring for the Caddy Hack. Yeah.
Event. And so we've done 7.
We got your partner here, Greg.
There
Anton.
he is, Mr. Anton. So it's 7.
Can I just tell you, what did you guys wear last year? Like, this is obviously a tournament you're trying to win at the same time. Ernie does it with his eyes closed. But you're not really taking it seriously.
No, we have fun.
But what didn't you have an outfit last year?
I always go as Judge Snails from Caddy
Shack.
At Caddy
But
Shack.
you guys had a freaking jumper.
Oh, we play in a member guest with him at the Crosby that I was a member as well, and we have a theme day every day. So everybody kind of waits to see. We do a patriotic day, we do a Caddy Hack day. We have a Padres Day this year. We're getting our outfits.
What's the you know the outfit? What was the outfit? Because although these folks can't see it, but
we did onesies with the American Eagle on the front, patriotic with the hat. I mean, pretty natural thing you
and
wear.
A cape like Neil Diamond. We're coming to America.
So we just like to make it's like Caddy Hack. We'll have 27 live bands. It's about bringing what I've been doing all the years, making it fun. We've raised now $1.6 million in 7 years for Boys and Men.
Ernie Hahn. Here we go.
Dave Scott.
Hey, Ricky Showman.
Joe Harper. Mr. Ernie Hahn.
Nice to see you guys. Much more to come.
Before I ask Dave Scott a question, I have a question for Ernie.
Yeah.
That's your sister behind you?
Oh yeah.
What's up with her?
What is this? Wait, I feel like there's like some family stuff going on here. Is it uncomfortable?
No, it's very comfortable.
Is it?
She happens to work
Doesn't
across.
seem like it.
She happens to work right across the street.
Why come here? Come and hang out with us. If you're a neighbor, are we?
Come support
So are
her
we the bad neighbor here?
Just kidding.
Thanks.
Hey,
What
Mr.
could go
Scott.
wrong? You got live bands every day.
So Dave Scott, you're a KUSI icon, just like I said. You know, you were there for decades. Do you have a cool story to tell us?
And why is it about Tommy?
Actually, little Tommy changed KUSI for the
I agree 100%.
I didn't hear you. What?
But he changed it for the better.
I'm kidding.
I just, you know what you do in television, you get a chance to meet so many people. I met and interviewed and did stories with Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, and Gene Cernan, the last man on the moon. Billy Casper and Lee Elder became very close friends.
That was at the Andy Williams San Diego Open.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? For all you locals here, remember that?
Local.
Yeah, he was a legend.
Chula Vista.
I gave the eulogy when he passed and did many stories with Billy. I got to know Tony Gwynn very well, and I got to know Junior Seau, became a really close friend. And he would call me and he would say, Dave, let's go play golf. We'd go to play golf, and it was always barefoot. But I'll never forget one day.
Wait. Junior played barefoot?
Yeah, because it was at the Mira Mesa putt-putt thing. So.
Actually, he was a pretty good golfer. He wanted to be really good. Golf is kind of a weird game. But the one story really from him is we were doing the morning show, and I was doing a live shot at the old Chargers facility. The practice facility.
On Murphy Canyon?
Yeah, and the live shot was I was going to become a Charger for a day. So Junior dressed me up in a full Charger outfit, the helmet, the pads, and everything.
I'd pay good money to see that picture.
I look completely different.
Do you remember the number?
9, because I was on KUSI.
Yeah, right.
And so we went out there, and Junior said, okay, now, and Stan and Laura were back in the studio, and he said, now, you're just going to run down there and turn right at the 50-yard line and put your hands out. I said, I can barely run. I can barely see because this mask is in front of my face. I don't know how they do it. I hit the 50-yard line. I turn right. I put my hands out. I look up. The sun is right in my eyes.
Oh, sure it was.
Serious. I'm holding my hands and the ball lands right in my hands.
You caught it?
Yeah.
By the way, Dave, I want to say something to you because I know you well, and we get to see each other often, that you left KUSI and pursued exactly what you wanted to do your entire life. And that is?
Well, we have a chance to live this beautiful life, and we have to be grateful for that. And if we get a chance to do a lifelong dream, you gotta take it. And mine was music, ever since I was a little
One of the best trombone players in the country. Back, I'll go this far. You and Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby Lanuza.
The famous piano player in San Diego.
Yep.
Have been at my house a couple times for parties.
Right, yeah.
And he's also at Nick and G's in Rancho Santa Fe a couple times a week.
And
you're living your dream.
Living the dream. But I get a chance, the greatest thing is that I get a chance to do my original music.
Okay, so who wants to hear Dave on stage?
Yeah.
Am I understanding that you have something different than mac and cheese?
I have a new original. It's called Somebody Like You.
Well, let's do it.
Get up there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Scott.
You are good, you are kind. Tell me, how did I find somebody like you? You are nice, you are sweet. Never knew I could meet somebody like you. Now I have my doubt. They all said I was out. They said I was true. They couldn't believe the world could conceive somebody like you, who can see into the future. Maybe it's all just me. I only know when we're all alone. It's so hard to concentrate. Who knows where I'd be if I never did see somebody like you? When you walked in the place, nearly fell on my face. Couldn't believe the view. Well, I gotta pull myself together. What else can I do? Tell me, how did I find somebody like you? Everybody.
That's Steve Dillon on the trumpet.
Steve Dillon. Good behind. Tell me, how did I find somebody like you? You are nice, you are sweet, never knew I could meet somebody like you. Now I have my doubt, they all said I was out, they said I was through. They couldn't believe the world could conceive somebody like you. Who can see into the future, maybe it's all just fate. I only know when we're all alone, it's so hard to concentrate. Who knows where I'd be if I never did see somebody like you? When you walked in the place, nearly fell on my face. Couldn't believe the view. Well, I gotta pull myself together. What else can I do? Tell me, how did I find? Am I losing my mind? Tell me, how did I find somebody like you?
Yes, Scott, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see it. We're back in a second. On the air is on the air.
That's a song that I wrote with Rome from Sublime called Old California.
But speaking of music, once again, give it up for Dave Scott. And I'm excited about, in the VIP, Daring Greatly. Those guys, I mean,
What's up, guys?
you know, Liam and Patrick and Braden and Brendan and the new guy.
Jeff Starkey.
Yeah, and Jeff. Those guys, I saw them at the San Diego Music Awards a couple of days ago.
Oh, sure, bring that up, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. And, but they're Canadians. Most of them are Canadians, and they're one of my favorite bands
There.
here in San Diego.
You introduced us to
Daring Greatly.
Harper, we got questions for you.
Mr. Harper,
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, you're old Hollywood.
I'm old, period.
No, you're not old, but you're
You
old.
have the best hairline in the universe, okay?
And you have stories, you know everyone. I mean, the other day you were with Nicole Kidman.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding my wife of that. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It's a great point. Who's the biggest name? Who's the biggest name you ever had on radio for Jeff and Jer? Who do you think? Russell Crowe?
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis. That's a big name. Who's the biggest name you had call you up, ask you for a favor? Hey, man. I need some tickets for, like, who because I know you very well. Who is the most recognizable name?
Well, I'll tell you, John Wayne. Who, you know, okay.
Come on.
The
Like,
Duke-
that trumps,
the Duke
that trumps
was a pal.
everything. What, Jesus wasn't available? I swear.
Yeah, he was busy.
John Wayne?
John Wayne, yeah. He was in one of Grandfather's movies. And I said, Duke, how was he to work with, you know? Because John was early in his career, and I think it was after Stagecoach, so he was going up. And it was a movie called, can't even remember the name of the movie, but a hell of a movie. Ray Milland is the star. And the Duke didn't want to look like he was cowing down to Ray Milland's kind of Beau Brummel part. So Duke had a couple of changes he wanted to do in the script. So I said, how did you manage that? He said, I went to see your grandfather. And I said, oh, that was brave of you. And he said, you know the steps where you walk up to his office? I said, yeah. And that big polar bear rug with the head on the polar bear? I said,
Your
yeah.
grandfather had one of those polar
Yeah, he did.
Fantastic.
And so John Wayne goes in with his script changes. He gets up there, he's very nervous. He trips over the polar bear rug, goes splat on his face. The script goes everywhere. And grandfather kind of stood up and said, yeah, Duke, what can I do for you? He said, oh, nothing. I just stopped by to say hello.
Was your grandfather, I know that you were young, but was your grandfather the type who could, like, star maker? Like, tap Ernie to be the next?
Yeah, he was, because he was the first guy in Hollywood. He made the first movie ever in Hollywood. And, all the silent.
Do you think he understood the power he had?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I understood it.
Hey, is that you?
That is me on the set of the Ten Commandments.
Nice headband, bro.
Well, here's the deal. You see, he's got his hand on my shoulder, and there's a reason for that.
He's holding you back?
He is. It's a scene where the chariots are coming and Moses is in big trouble.
Oh, that movie.
So I'm supposed to be a Hebrew slave, and I think he looked at me and went, I don't think that's a Hebrew slave look. I think it's more like an Irish paper boy with a bad wig. And so that hand stayed there all during the shoot of that scene, and I never got on it.
How many films were you in altogether with Grandfather?
Two.
Two.
Yeah.
This one you didn't make it, and the other one.
Yeah.
Was there?
They cut my best scene out of the other one because I got chased by a panther in the train wreck, and
Said nobody ever. Hey man.
Wait.
They tell you how you got chased by a panther in the train wreck? Like seriously?
Yeah.
Did it get you?
Well, let me tell you, the night before, my mother, who was part of the company and everything, and my grandfather were talking, and he says, I got this great scene for next week. We're going to shoot it during the train wreck sequence, and a little boy comes out from underneath the train wreck, and he's holding a little toy soldier, and he stumbles out, he drops it, he turns around to pick it up, and there's a panther getting loose. And he sees the panther, he reacts to the panther, and runs away. And we're going to use the crab dolly just to follow him all the way down where there's action and things going like this. And I'm sitting there.
He just said crab dolly, by the way. I feel like
crab dolly.
I feel like I'm in there. I feel like I'm
camera tripod.
in the biz.
Right, in the old days, camera film. So anyway, he said, I'm having trouble finding a kid to do this. And my mother points to me and said, why don't you take him? My mother.
Hey, Joe, put down your scooter pie. Get over there.
Yeah. So, a week later, I'm dressed in a robe and bath, because the train wreck sequence was at night, and that's, the assistant director said, now, Jody, look scared, will you? Okay, I got that down.
Did you look concerned like the last one?
Concerned wasn't back. Scared, I knew, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, I'm waiting for my cue inside the train wreck, and let's go, okay, here's your cue. And I go back in there, and it's dark, and I see these two green eyes.
Panther.
The friggin' panther is back there with me. He's waiting for his cue, and the trainer has a hold of it, and the trainer says, the trouble, kid, with a panther is you can't train him.
Perfect.
You don't need to train him to eat a kid, right? Yeah.
Can I ask you this real quick before we go to break? What is your favorite day of the races, and what is your least favorite day of the races? Or is it the same day?
The same day, yeah.
Joe Harper. On the air. Coming next, Ron Blumberg from Fiesta del Sol.
And Darren Greatly.
Darren Greatly's coming up. Joe Harper, Dave Scott, Ernie Hahn, Sullivan, me and Tommy. Look at this live audience here. Thanks for coming out. Coming up in just a few minutes. Darren Greatly?
Yes.
So we've got a big event in San Diego coming up on May 18th, if I'm not mistaken. 17th, 18th, 19th, Fiesta del Sol in Solana Beach. Yeah. Super fun. Ernie, tell us a sports arena story.
So we had amazing stories. I want to tell a quick story because grew up in Del Mar. Early on, I was the first employee at Hot Dog on a Stick that was a male.
Did you?
No.
Did you do the thing?
Dave Barnum, who was in all my
short shorts
and malls. I got hired. I'd wear a white T-shirt and jeans and deliver ice.
The
I learned how to stomp lemonade.
The smartest 16-year-old in the world is going to go to work for Hot Dog on a Stick, right?
I was 13.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Then I worked at the fair also as a ticket taker, as a ticket seller, and then we came back when I was 18, because you had to be 18, as a pari-mutuel clerk. And so my best friend Kevin and I.
Wait, what is a pari-mutuel? What does that mean?
So we sell. So if you come up and say, "Hey, I want a baseball, the 2, 3, and 5 horse with $2 and do this and that," like
I got the horse right here. His name is dude.
We're taking your bet.
You gambler, you.
So we get called in and we go to the infield this one day, and I'm sitting there and my line's there, and I have one guy that's kind of, looks like he's got the pimp daddy hat. He's looking like he's going to spend a lot of money. He comes up.
So like Dave.
Very much like Dave. And so he comes up and he goes, "I'd like to bet." Now there's big windows if you got to go for taxes and all that kind of stuff. And so he goes to me, I want to bet, I think it was like $2,000 that he wanted to bet on one of the horses to win. And I knew right away that horse was like 7 or 8 to 1. And he goes, and I immediately was supposed to tell him to go this way. I go, "No, I got you." And so I did a total of like 8 $250 bets.
To hide your sins.
Because I'm like, if this guy can hit, he's going to come back, and I'm going to get a big fat tip on this one. First of all, I'm not sending him to. I wouldn't tell him this. I'm not sending him to the high collections.
First time he's hearing it.
It's past. It doesn't end as good as you think. So we do that. The horse wins. I see him get back in line, and I'm now nervous because my bank is like $5,000, and I know this guy's going to need like 18, 19 grand. Wow. And so he gets up there, and I cash the tickets, and I call the pit boss, and I'm like, hey, I need $20,000. They're like, you need what? I need $20,000. So he comes out and he looks at it, and they go out and get the 20 grand. I'm kind of arguing with the guy. The guy was about this big. He was about
but his name was Joey the Lip.
Probably Guido. So now I'm on the hook for all this money, so I get ready to start counting it. And he goes, no, it's already counted for. And I go, well, it is, unless it's not at the end and I come up short. He goes, and so we kind of get in this argument with this guy. He's like 4'6", and we're going back and forth.
4'7" when he blow dries.
My guy's getting all flustered here, and now my window is leaving. And so finally, the pit boss just shoves the money at the guy and goes, here you go, sir. And now I'm going, my money, I'm in charge of this money, and the guy's flustered. He looks at me because he wants to take care of me, and he looks at the other guy, takes his...
He leaves.
And leaves. So
how sad for you to grow up in Del Mar, Ernie.
So I was going to get this killer fat tip, and then I got into it with Guido. He was like this big. And
Johnny 2 times.
I think that was the last time I worked at the...
Really?
Thank God.
Were you let go?
No, I wasn't.
Could you work in betting window today?
I wasn't let go, but he got the benefit of the taxes. I got the benefit of the pit boss.
Come back anytime. I'll give you a job.
We have one more guest to bring out.
1, 2,
Oh, that's right.
3, 4.
He's kind of like royalty. The co-president of the Solana Beach Chamber of Commerce, representing Fiesta del Sol, Ron Blumberg.
That was for you. Solana Beach is a lost treasure in San Diego because it's not so snooty as Del Mar, but it's not as hippie as Encinitas. So it's kind of right there in the middle. It's got a lot of great restaurants. It's got Lofty Coffee. It's got Station Sushi. It's got
It's got Lofty Coffee.
What's the Saddle Bar? Only place I go. But
Chiefs Burgers.
What's it called?
Chiefs
Oh,
Burgers.
Chiefs.
Bordenbrook.
That's right. Bordenbrook. That's right. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Of all. I don't remember when we met. You've been on my national show a number of times.
Long time.
He's a really fantastic attorney. Transactional attorney is also a litigator.
No.
No, you are. And
We don't talk about that in public. No.
So the bottom line, though, is that you got involved in the business workings of Solana Beach a while ago.
Long time ago.
And I remember when we were trying to break it as a band. Remember, we were trying to get, I was calling everybody I knew, can we play there? And it was probably 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the fact there might be an opening at the Solana Beach Summer Concert Series.
Yes.
And that's how we got to know each other.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, we're at this Festival Soul thing, which feels like a mini
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
It's become that. So this is the 43rd year that we've had the Fiesta del Sol in Solana Beach. And when it started, it was just a local arts and crafts fair and nothing else really. And it's now become, because we partner with the Chamber of Commerce, I'm co-president of Chamber of Commerce, we partner with the Belly Up. So we get the gravitas of the Belly Up and all the music. And it's now we're a full 50-50 partner with the Belly Up, and it really is now it's a premier outdoor music
No,
festival.
it's super fun. They've got a VIP
music,
section. I think this is our 5th year.
And Daring Greatly this year.
Yeah.
That,
I think we play back to back.
yeah. So
We play back to back.
and the Wailers. I don't know if everybody knows Bob Marley. Bob Marley's dead, but we get the Wailers. The Wailers are headlining on Sunday night.
You guys get some really good bands in the evening, like A-lister bands. I've seen it, which is fantastic. I mean, we're not. And the other thing too is you support local music. I see a lot of high school bands there during the day.
Yes.
It's just a really great event, and you guys have a super boozy section. So in the back part.
I do have a question about Solana Beach because it's a fascinating city.
How so, Tommy?
Yeah,
Well, my question is, like, how much do you pay Daring Greatly? Like, what do they get?
More than they used to get.
Ken?
Speaking of Daring Greatly, can I ask? Can you talk them into doing a song like a
I would
Fiesta del Sol?
Would you please do a song for us?
Yeah.
Come on, yeah. So while they're watching. Oh, they're walking up there, Ron. What are the dates, times, so on and so forth? So, Ron, what are the dates and times while they're walking up?
So Saturday, May 18, Sunday, May 19, and it's all day long, morning to night. Got headliners ending at 10 o'clock on Saturday, headliner on Sunday ending at 9 o'clock.
I think we play with them roughly 2, 3 o'clock. You guys want to come down? We'd love to have you down there. And we'll
Saturday afternoon, Sully's band.
Ladies and gentlemen, daring greatly.
I've been trying to find something worth fighting for. I'm done looking behind me, 'cause I know I was made for more. Yeah, I can feel something coming on. Yeah, I can feel something coming on. It's the way that you smile when I can't stop staring at you. It's a feeling I can't hide, and I know you can feel it too. Yeah, I could feel something coming on. Yeah, I could feel something coming on. It's coming on strong. I've waited so long for a girl like you. I know it can't be wrong. This feels so real. Oh. I can feel something coming on. Yeah, I could feel something coming on. It's coming on.
Once again, daring greatly.
I'm back again, playing with fire. Is that her man sitting beside her? Not before. I woke up on your bedroom floor. Tell me, who's it gonna be? Make your mind up. I ain't got time, I know your kind is trouble. I think he knows what's going on. She won't be held for too long. Just give it time. Won't take long. Honey, keep your mind. Tell me, who's it gonna be? Make your mind up. I ain't got time. I know your kind is trouble. Come on. Tell me, who's it gonna be? Make your mind up. I ain't got time, I know your kind is trouble. Tell me, who's it gonna be? Make your mind up. I ain't got time, I know your kind is trouble. Tell me, who's it gonna be? Make your mind up. I ain't got time, I know your kind is trouble.
Daring greatly! Daring greatly, oh my goodness. Hey, hey!
Yes.
You,
One of those guys.
you guys been practicing.
Let me introduce him. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Liam on keyboards. Yeah. His brother Patch.
Patch!
On guitar. Back on drums is Braden. On bass guitar, Brendan. On guitar, Jeff. Yeah. All right, daring greatly.
Hey, Ron, so we can see them on the 18th?
18th, yep, Saturday, 18th of May, and then Sunday.
What, roughly 2 p.m.? Do we even know what time?
It hasn't been
Just
determined.
stay there all day.
3 o'clock, and then we got you guys at right after.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we'll be there opening for us. Dave Scott has played for me a number of times. Where are you next? Where can people find you?
We're at Nick and G's on Tuesday and Thursday, Bellamy's on Friday in Escondido, and Hacienda on Wednesdays.
Now, do you have a website people can go to? Is there, or just they have to find you for looking at the reader?
I'm at the age where I don't know how to put together.
Harper,
you'll find.
So we've got Breeders' Cup in November.
Breeders' Cup, November 1st.
When's opening day this year for the?
How about July 20th?
Perfect.
Saturday.
Come on, you'll see me and Ernie there. early and late. What's your next gig? What are you planning? We got
Patty Hack 8 is going to be August 5th at Fairbanks Ranch. And then
and that benefits
Boys to Men Mentoring.
Okay.
And then October 5th and 6th, the grand tastings out at Surf Sports Park for the
Any chance we get one more song out of Daring Greatly? What do you think? All right?
But,
Come on!
yes.
We'll see you guys next week. Daring Greatly's going to take us out.
Daring Greatly!
Long before I chose the wrong road, living my life, I'm not wasting any time. The longer I go, the harder I fall. I got nothing to show for most of it all, and I hate to watch it go. It all came down, don't know how, make it on my own. Where did I go wrong? Oh, make it all go up in smoke. Blaming the ashes, now I'm down and out. I used up all the matches, burning this place down. Now I'm sleeping in coals, and I'm burning head to toe. Now I'm praying for the rain to wash away my soul. Let it rain, come and ease my pain. Now we're up in smoke, feeling low, trying not to choke. Down in flames, feeling shame. Isn't my time to go? Where did I go wrong? Oh, make it all go up in smoke. Watch it all go up in smoke, feeling low, trying not to choke. Down in flames, feeling shame. Isn't my time to go? Where did I go wrong? To make it all go up in smoke. Watch it all go up in smoke. Yeah, it all goes up in smoke.
Thanks for having us, guys.